meditate on this. The subconscious mind is like a black hole. It's a vacuum. It pulls in everything that crosses its path. The portals or gateways to the subconscious mind exist on the human body, in the human body. Some of them are called ears, some of them are called eyes. And you can receive certain signals and things and messages, etc., through these senses, through these tools for senses, sight, hearing, etc. But no matter what you do, no matter what you put in front of your ears, no matter what you put in front of your eyes, just understand that the subconscious mind is going to receive that and it's going to be embedded within you in perpetuity. It's going to be with you forever. And the people in power know this. The ruling class know this, and they do a damn good job of putting things in there that are not going to lead to quality of thought. It's important that you take control of this and try to embed things with high quality of thought into your subconscious mind, so that when they come back to the surface, when they come back, they pop out on the other side, they're fruitful. The things that are good for you, things that lead to quality of thought. So try to embed good things in your subconscious mind. Now that we know we have to program the subconscious mind, do that consciously, the next question becomes, with what? I believe we need to start with music. Music is very natural, everybody loves music. They're even treating dementia with music, because music can take you to the past, bring you to memories, the vibe, everything is just seems to come into focus clearly. It's easily visualized when you put music and have a soundtrack to your life. And so what type of music do we listen to? You know, it's part of our daily ritual. It's part of our daily dealings in programming the subconscious mind. The type of music we listen to is very important. And think about quality of thought. Is your music going to nurture the idea of quality of thought? Or is it ratchet? Is it supremely ghetto? Is it trash? Or is it breathing life into you? Right? It's the difference between listening to, something that's promoting death as to something that's promoting life. Looking at some of the neurological effects that happen when you listen to certain types of music, nourishing the brain with that type of music, the TV shows you watch, the movies you watch. What type?
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
I was talking to Uncle Hotep last night on our Patreon show, and I said I expect big news this week starting tomorrow. That was last night. So today we got some big news. The Grift Report starts now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said,
What do you think you are? Some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
And I
that's
was just
good.
like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep to the chat.
Hotep.
Let's get to the disclaimer. This stream contains adult humor and is created strictly for comedic and artistic purposes. No offense is intended toward any products or individuals featured in this video. What's up, people? Welcome. Happy Tuesday to Grifty Tuesday. Oh, let me tie my hair back. I gotta put my foot in this one. I gotta put my foot in this Grift report. Shit done got serious today. What up, Lauren? Lauren's in the chat. Lauren, OG Hotep. Hotep Nation from day one. Shout out to Lauren. Reaction PR, what up, bro? Sauce to Profit, what up, bro? Hold on, let me get my Rumble chatters. Wait, Rumble got an update here? What is this? It's why are K's... K, why are you... Oh, the mods get a little bit of extra... I like that UI. I like the new UI. Rumble's getting better. Rumble's getting better. Shout out to K and Strong Dad. I can see you guys clearly now. I can see clearly now the updates here. Oh, man. Amazing. Wait, how come Protocol doesn't have it? What does that mean? Wait, hold on. Protocol's a mod and he doesn't have it. Jay's a mod and she doesn't have it. What does this thing mean? What is this thing? Somebody figure that out, let me know. Anyway, we got to get into the Grift report. I got a lot of grifty stuff to get through today. We're going to get through everything within an hour. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get through things. Whoops, not that screen. Within an hour. And then we'll open up phone lines. If you want to get on the phone lines, text 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631 if you would like to participate in the phone calls. All right, let me bring our first story up for the day. We're going to go, like I said, we're going to go right into the story of the day. The Biden crime family. Let's see. Let's start with MTG. Let's see what MTG has to say about the Biden crime family. Let me see if there's any good tidbits here. Let's see.
So you laid out the conditions that need to be met to secure your vote, at least. Late last month, you called for an impeachment inquiry into President Biden, defunding the president's, quote, weaponization of government, eliminate all COVID vaccines, as well as those mandates, and stopping providing financial aid to Ukraine. Congresswoman, that's a tall order. What are the odds those conditions are met?
Well, it's not a tall order if Washington wants to listen to the American people. You know, I'm on the Oversight Committee, and we have produced overwhelming evidence that there is a need for an impeachment inquiry. And over 61% of Americans do believe that Joe Biden has engaged in high crimes and misdemeanors and is involved in Hunter Biden's business deals with foreign countries, foreign nationals, and foreign businesses. This is corruption at the highest level. This requires an impeachment inquiry, and I'm demanding it, and I'm willing to use my voting card to get it. And
Are you able to share
what the country needs?
Are you able to share what that evidence is that you say that you have against President Biden?
Absolutely. If you followed the Oversight Committee, you would know the evidence. We have produced bank statements that we found, that we subpoenaed through the SARS reports in the Treasury Department. These reports have been there for years. These bank statements show proof of wire transfers of money into fake LLCs. The Bidens don't sell a product. They do not sell a service. Yet they had all these fake LLCs where wire transfers of millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars went into these fake LLCs and paid out many Biden family members.
Did the Biden family watch Ozark?
Even 2 grandchildren. This is proof that they have been abusing Joe Biden's office, but even more so, Joe Biden himself admitted on camera in an interview that he withheld aid money to Ukraine in order to get Viktor Shokin fired, the prosecutor that was investigating Burisma, where his son Hunter served on the board and was taking a very hefty paycheck every single month. This is proof that we need an impeachment inquiry.
And, you know, Punchbowl News, I'm sure you saw this morning, reported breaking news today that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy would actually be endorsing an impeachment inquiry into President Biden at a closed-door hearing or meeting later on this week on Thursday. Have you spoken to the speaker? Are you able to confirm that and your response to that news? Because I know for a while he was warning people, you know, a government shutdown could keep us from being able to investigate anything about President Biden.
Well, we're not linking a government shutdown to an impeachment inquiry. Those are two separate issues. And of course, I've spoken to the speaker. I speak to him all the time, and I just saw him yesterday. This is great news for the American people, and this shows very strong leadership. This shows that Kevin McCarthy is not who many accuse him to be. It shows that he's willing to lead the House of Representatives for transparency, for truth, and also for an inquiry. Believe me, that's a big difference between an inquiry and actual impeachment. He's taking the right steps, and he's using his speakership to do it.
Shout out to Mo Fax in the house. What up, Wilmar? Sauce the Prophet. Caitlin says, shout out from South Philly. What up, South Philly? All right, let's go to Speaker McCarthy. Speaker McCarthy's in the Grift bag somewhere in here, and he spoke about this situation. Let's go to the tape.
Months that we were gone in the weeks, House Republicans have uncovered serious and credible allegations into President Biden's conduct. Taken together, these allegations paint a picture of a culture of corruption. Now, here's what we know so far. Through our investigations, we have found that President Biden did lie to the American people about his own knowledge of his family's foreign business dealings.
Uh-oh.
Eyewitnesses have testified that the president joined on multiple phone calls and had multiple interactions. Dinners resulted in cars and millions of dollars into his sons and his son's business partners. We know that bank records show that nearly $20 million in payments were directed to the Biden family members and associates through various shell companies. The Treasury Department alone has more than 150 transactions involving the Biden family and other business associates that were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S. banks. Even a trusted FBI informant has alleged a bribe to the Biden family.
Uh-oh.
Biden used his official office to coordinate with Hunter Biden's business partners about Hunter's role in Burisma, the Ukrainian energy company.
Ukraine.
Finally, despite these serious allegations, it appears that the president's family has been offered special treatment by Biden's own administration. Treatment that not otherwise would have received if they were not related to the president. These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption. And they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives. That's why today I am directing our House committee to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. This logical next step will give our committees the full power to gather all the facts and answers for the American public. It's exactly what we want to know, the answers. I believe the president would want to answer these questions and allegations as well. This effort will be led by Chairman James Comer at the Committee on Oversight, in coordination with Chairman Jim Jordan for Judiciary Committee and Chairman Jason Smith on Ways and Means. Now, I do not make this decision lightly. And regardless of your party or who you voted for, these facts should concern all Americans. The American people deserve to know that the public offices are not for sale, and that the federal government is not being used to cover up the actions of a politically associated family. Now, I would encourage the president and his team to fully cooperate with this investigation in the interests of transparency. We are committed to getting the answers for the American public. Nothing more, nothing less. We will go wherever the evidence takes us. Thank you very much.
How's this affect appropriate?
All right. Let's get the poll going in the chat. Who thinks Biden will actually be impeached? Let's get the poll going in the chat. Will Biden be impeached? And that's one way to phrase this thing. Another thing is, will he be removed from office and replaced by Kamala? There has been a lot of rumblings in regards to that. I know last week somebody questioned Kamala on if she was going to be taken over. She tried to dodge the question the first time, then the second time around, she sort of said, yeah, I'm prepared to take over if need be, et cetera, et cetera. Then we have this week. So again, you know, everybody on this side of the political aisle, basically the Hotep side, is speculating that the powers that be may be looking to overthrow Democratic power and basically throw the next election in favor of Republicans, which I stated, you know, straight out of the book Tragedy and Hope by Carol Quigley, you know, where there's a balance of power and there really is no left and right. It's just a balance of power. You use the left when it need be and the right when need be, and the left seems to be getting a little bit out of control. So the narrative is switching. We saw David Hogg and the other cat from Daily Wire basically swap roles. One became a leftist and one became a righty. And I never thought David Hogg would be the guy, you know, having an opposite opinion from somebody on the right in regards to gun control. But yet here we are. So it seems like the tide is turning. I hope Biden goes to jail, mostly because he's locked up so many people under his administration. And he's locked up so many people during his tenure as senator, et cetera, et cetera. So, and he's just a racist asshole. So he deserves to do time behind bars for these egregious actions. All right. What do I want to cover next? Let's just talk about this really fast. Nas and Hit Boy announced Magic 3 coming September 15th. That's this, Friday? This Friday, so look out for that. I probably won't play anything because the internet's stupid and they ban you for playing music for some dumb reason. Anyway, my boy Owen Shroyer has been sentenced to 2 months in federal prison for the crime of his speech. What is going on? Is this real? Let's go see. Owen Shroyer. You really got to use your hold on, your phonetics. All right, so it says InfoWars host. Let me make sure you guys can see this on your screen really well. Hold on. I hadn't looked into this. I saw it. I'm like, nah, you can't be. Was sentenced on Tuesday to 2 months behind bars for joining the mob's riot at the U.S. Capitol, which prosecutors said he helped create by spewing violent rhetoric and spreading baseless claim. Okay. Yeah, he works for InfoWars. We know that. Prosecutors say Shroyer used his online platform and later a megaphone outside the Capitol on January 6, 2021 to amplify lies that Democrats stole the election from Donald Trump. Shroyer didn't enter the Capitol, but he led a march to the building and led rioters in chants near the top of the building steps. He's among only a few people charged in the riot who neither went inside the building nor were accused of engaging in violence or destruction. He pled guilty in June to illegal entering a restricted area, a misdemeanor punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year behind bars. Damn. Hey, yo, let me get some champagne bottles in the chat. Pour out some liquor. Free the homie Owen. Let me get some champagne bottles in the chat. Damn, yo. See? And this is why I didn't go. This is exactly why I didn't go to Jan 6. I had the option to go to Jan 6, and something was like, nah, bro, it's a little bit too much grifting. And I just know me. You know, I got a couple of connections, so I'd have went down to Jan 6. I probably would have been right there with Alex and Owen. They'd have locked my black ass up. You'd have been talking about Hotep Jesus sentenced to 90 days in prison for being a Hotep. So glad I didn't go on that day. So glad. I said I was going to grift from home. We were going to cover it from home. And I'm glad I listened to that. Man, because I definitely don't have time to be doing jail time. Just don't got it. I don't got it in me. Anybody want to see my AI bot? I got an AI bot. The kids run it. Part of homeschool, and they run an AI bot on Twitter. You guys want to see it? Should I dox my AI bot, or should I wait? I'm gonna wait for now. I still don't know how I'm gonna roll that out. All right, let's go back in the Grift bag. What else we got in here? Let's just cover this really fast. Actually, no, let's save that for later in the presentation. And let's go right here. Let's go. Let's just talk about this really fast. This is kind of, to me, it's old news. I could have sworn we talked about this before. Inside paper says J.P. Morgan Chase allegedly informed the government over $1 billion in transactions related to human trafficking by the late financier Jeffrey Epstein, dating back to 2003, a lawyer for the U.S. Virgin Islands said. I thought we knew about this already. Maybe they're just updating these details. But $1 billion in transactions to human trafficking? How many humans did they traffic? Jesus Christmas. When did they disappear at Epstein? Still ain't got that client list, though. How will $1 billion in transactions go down and we don't know who those transactions were made by? We know J.P. Morgan has the transactions, but we don't know who they to. Can't be serious. You cannot be serious, people. What? That makes absolutely no sense. Let's lighten up the mode before we talk about the CIA. Let's talk about some relationship shit here. I got a relationship video. We haven't done relationships in a while. Let's cover this really fast. Look at here. Look here. Let's check this out.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Has he proposed to you yet?
No.
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Yes.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then, if he's already getting everything?
That's a good question. He's getting a wifey. Okay, shit. You got it.
What?
Why would you put a ring on it if we already live together? If I'm already doing wifey shit.
I genuinely love you.
Oh. So when you plan on proposing? You starting something.
Why do I need a ring to show you my love and dedication to you when I do that on a daily basis?
A ring is making it official.
Yeah, there's no such thing as official. You love each other. It's just like...
A ring is making it official.
Everybody got their own opinion. So it's just like... She's a female, so a female gonna have their own opinion anyway.
You're single until married, in my opinion.
That term don't mean shit to me at all. I'm being all the way authentic with you. I'm being authentic with you. I'm being 100 with you. That term you just said don't mean shit.
There's a lot of red flags in that video. A ton of red flags in this video. And I'm going to need y'all to pay attention as we slowly walk through this. Danny Dot said this is staged. Nah, it's definitely not staged. From my high horse said they break it up. They definitely gonna be breaking up. That is not a stable couple. There's just so many red flags here that says this is not a stable couple. And I'm a king at being able to spot skits. This is definitely organic. So let's go to the first red flag. Let's go little by little and we'll go to the first red flag and I'll explain each one.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Has he proposed to you yet?
No.
No, not yet.
Red flag number one. When your woman is answering to another man. That's red flag number one. Number one, your woman should say, if you guys would like to have a conversation about our relationship, I believe you should talk to my man about that. I don't talk to other men because talking to other men is cheating.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
No woman should be engaging in conversation with another man in front of her man. That is a violation right there. That is a violation. Second of all, the correct answer is, it's none of your business. Who are you? Who do you work for? What is this for? Our conversation, our relationship is a private thing between me and my man. If you'd like to discuss that, you could talk to him. So right then and there, she already fucked up. Let's go to the next red flag.
It's coming.
Next red flag, she got a hand over the stomach. Now, this has nothing to do with anything, but I notice that women do this all the time. They put their hand over their stomach. Now, why does her hand right here over her stomach? Because she got a belly. Ladies, if you put the dress on, you got the belly, put your hand down, let the belly poke out. Niggas don't give a fuck about that little bit of pudge. Some niggas like that shit. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Yes.
You guys live together now? Here she go. Yes. Answering questions again.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then if he's already getting everything?
So now again, he's questioning homeboy's girl. Now right there, he fucking up. Cause I'd have told him, I said, hold up, yo, you can't. I'd have told him, like, you can't question my woman in front of me. You gotta chill, bro. You bugging, you violating right now. You violating, asking my woman questions. You talk to me. Ask me the questions. Don't talk to my lady. Talk to me. So he violating right there.
That's a good question.
Now right here, you see him giggle and walk away. That's his first mistake. Probably like his second or third mistake. I think his first mistake was this outfit. This outfit is terrible. Your lady looking like this and this is how you look. It's definitely a violation right there. She definitely cheating. She got a man, she got a side nigga on her phone somewhere. Somewhere. But him laughing and walking away, you can't laugh and walk away, then come back and have a serious conversation. Those two things are diametrically opposed.
He's getting the wifey. Okay, shit. You got it.
What?
And then the look. See the look? She looking at him like, wow. Oh, really? You getting away. So she wasn't aware of this. Which means she hadn't had any female guidance in her life that warned her about moving in with niggas without the ring. And whether that's the right or wrong thing to do is another question for another day. We can argue about that. But here she is with another man's microphone in her face. She looking at her man with the questionable face. More red flags. Gotta let it go.
Why would you put a ring on it if we already live together? If I'm already.
Now, again, when he walked away laughing, he already admitted guilt. So now, because your body language has admitted guilt, you can't come back into the situation with an intellectual mind trying to justify the lack of your actions of an engagement ring.
Are you doing wifey shit?
I genuinely love you.
Now, he's violating again because you explaining yourself to your girl in front of another nigga. Where they do that at? I'll be damned if I explain myself to my girl. First of all, it's got to be a very good reason why. Definitely not doing it in front of company. They wildin'. This is a doomed relationship that is easily divided.
Oh. So when you plan on proposing, you starting something.
Now she catches it. She catches it. She says you starting something. And he is. He is starting something.
Why do I need...
But they still engage. Right then and there, she should have walked away. She said, you starting something. They should have walked away.
The ring to show you my...
Now he's sitting up here trying to justify his reasoning. Y'all should have been had this talk. You should have been had this talk about how you feel about the ring and all this shit.
Love and dedication to you when I do that on a daily basis.
A ring is making it official.
Basically what he's saying, he don't want to marry this bitch. He has some... what's the word I'm looking for here? Some reservations. He has some reservations about this woman. He doesn't trust her. Probably called it cheating. Probably caught her texting other niggas, flirting with other niggas, some shit like that. He's not all in with this woman. You know he's not all in this woman because look what he got on while what she got on. He didn't try. He didn't care. He didn't care about his fit. Put on this army green shirt. Don't even match his woman. This is terrible.
Yeah, there's no such thing as official. You love it.
There's no such thing as official. Now you gonna try and justify it by saying dumb shit.
Each other is just like
A ring is making it official.
everybody got their own opinion. So it's just like she's a female, so a female gonna have their own opinion.
And then he does that. Oh, she a female. So not only that, you're gonna degrade your woman in front of another man. Violation. We gotta pray over this couple. This is terrible.
Anyway.
You're single until married, in my opinion.
Boom, right then and there, she violates. She moved. They live together. They're in a committed relationship. And because of all of that, she's the truth of the matter, how she really feels comes out. It is exuded in his comment where she says, if you're don't have a ring on it, you are single. Basically saying she's available. Now, when she does that, what that does is it exposes him to an extreme vulnerability, meaning any man can hit his woman. And I don't mean hit in a violent sense. I mean it in a sexual sense. And hopefully you guys got that. But that's the trouble that he's in right now. Now he's pissed. Now he's mad. So this went from I'm laughing to mad just that quick.
That term don't mean shit to me.
See, now he cussing.
Yeah,
She trying to laugh it off because she know he mad.
I'm being all the way authentic with you. I'm being authentic with you. I'm being 100 with you. That term you just said don't mean shit.
That's a doomed couple right there. Fellas, I hope you learned your lesson from that. Everybody, ladies, I hope you learned your lesson from that. Ladies, you should never, ever, ever. This is definitely bruh's fault. It's definitely his fault. Ladies, you never talk to another man in front of your man. You don't talk to another man, period. You don't talk to another man, period. I'd have told that nigga, yo, this is one of them shows? All right, let's do it. I'd have let him do the whole interview. He wouldn't have talked to my woman, though. He wouldn't have talked to my woman. You know what she would have did? She'd have grabbed me. She'd have grabbed my hand. She'd have held my hand. She'd have held me close. She'd have looked at me with sparkles in her eyes. We probably would have kissed a few times during the interview. And we wouldn't have made the cut because they said, oh, this couple's just not toxic.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Ladies, you don't talk to another man. You're not allowed to talk to other men. If it's not your doctor or your lawyer, and your doctor needs to be a woman too, by the way. If you go to a male doctor, that's cheating.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
This is pure toxic masculinity you getting on this Tuesday. Toxic Tuesdays. Ladies, if you have a male doctor, you're cheating. No man should be looking between your woman's legs. Got to get you a female doctor. If she talking to another man, better be her daddy, her uncle, her brother, her dog. Talking to other men. Even talking to men on social media is cheating. I don't give a fuck if it's cordial or not. And it's cheating if she arguing with him too. I see women online going back and forth with men. That's time you need to be spent thinking about your man, catering to your man. You know how many sandwiches could have been made while you was arguing with your man? Let me stop because I could do this all day. I could do this shit all day. I could be toxically masculine all day. I could do fucking 20 hours on this shit. I could do a marathon. K Green said, is he allowed to talk to another woman? Yes, he is.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Things only work one way. Men are vulnerable, women are. You know what I'm saying? Any dude who let a rando put a mic in his girl's face already lost. Man, facts. I'm like, yo, get that microphone out of my woman's face, bro. Fuck, how many muscles you got, nigga? Get that microphone out of my woman's face. You must have lost your mind, nigga. Fucking asking my woman questions, nigga. Any question you got to ask my woman, you better ask me, nigga. Lost your damn mind. Like, why are you talking about? Why are you even looking at her? See, I'm about to do another 20 hours. Let's go. Let's just change the topic altogether. Because I would spend the whole time. We got to get to the CIA stories and whatnot. Let's cover Gary Gensler first. Actually, no, we're not going to go to Gary Gensler first. Let's go to the CIA documents first. All right, let's pull up the CIA documents. Put this on your screen before we get sidetracked again. Lord Jesus. Relationships are a triggering topic for me, mostly because I've been abused most of my life. That's between you and I, though. Oh, man. I have a love-hate relationship with women. I hate them, but I love them. Anyway, mostly because they've abused me my whole life. This is how I came to be the toxic masculine man you see in front of you today. See, there I go again. CIA whistleblower. It says here, Dear Director Burns, the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic and the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence have received new and concerning whistleblower testimony regarding the agency's investigation into the origins of COVID-19. Now, this is from oversight.house.gov. So I don't want to hear shit about fake news and conspiracy theories. The government said this. All right, this is what the government said. I'm just reading you a government document. It says here, a multi-decade, senior level, current agency officer. I'm going to say it again. Multi-decade, senior level, current officer has come forward to provide information to the committees regarding the agency's analysis into the origins of COVID-19. According to the whistleblower, the agency assigned 7 officers to the COVID discovery team. The team consisted of multidisciplinary and experienced officers with significant scientific expertise. According to the whistleblower, at the end of this review, 6 of the 7 members of the team believed the intelligence and science were sufficient to make a low confidence assessment of the COVID-19 originated from a laboratory in Wuhan, China. So 6 of the 7 said this shit came from China, right? You guys remember that? Where'd it come from?
China.
Where'd it come from?
China.
Where the CIA said it came from?
China.
Where did 6 of 7 members believe that COVID-19 originated from?
China. China. China.
Just in case you guys didn't understand. Just in case you didn't know or hear it clearly. The 7th member of the team, who also happened to be the most senior, was the lone officer to believe COVID-19 originated through zoonosis. What the hell is zoonosis? Is this some shit where like you got it at the zoo? A disease which can be transmitted to humans from animals. Okay, that's what I figured what it meant. The whistleblower further contends that to come to the eventual public determination of uncertainty, the 6 other members were given a significant monetary incentive to change their position. So they said, look, I'm going to pay you to change your position. These allegations from a seemingly credible source requires the committees to conduct further oversight of how the CIA handled its internal investigation into the origins of COVID-19. To assist the committees with their investigations, we request the following documents information as soon as possible, but no later than September 26, 2023. So then they have a list of documents here, et cetera, and it says the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic is authorized to investigate the origins of the coronavirus pandemic, including but not limited to the federal government's funding of gain-of-function research, and executive branch policies, deliberations, decisions, activities, and internal, external communications related to the coronavirus pandemic. Okay. So they want to subpoena witnesses, books, records, correspondence, memoranda, papers, and documents. What I want to know is who cut the check for them to change their mind. Who cut the check? The whistleblower further contends that to come to the eventual public determination of uncertainty, the other 6 members were given significant monetary incentive to change their position. Who cut the check? Who cut that check? That's what I want to know. Anybody in the chat know who cut the check? Hey, somebody in the chat. Which one was which one my new AI? Y'all gonna have a crush on my AI chick. My son designed her. Part of homeschooling was designing a AI chick. You know what know what I mean? It's that good toxic masculinity. Who cut the check? Oh, God. Hotep Dutch said, who cut the check? As in WHO. I like that. Spencer O'Hare said Charlie cut the check. Martian said Soros cut the check. Oh, by the way, if you were at HotepCon and you were a winner of the fascist versus liberals game, you have Syscoin in your Pally wallet. Congratulations. Everybody has been paid except, I believe, one person who gave me an invalid address. I think Heather got hers. She was late to get me her Pally wallet address. I sent hers out, I believe, yesterday. So shout out to all the Syscoin winners. And there's trivia during these streams, so you can win up to $100 in Syscoin by answering the questions correctly. And most of them are based upon being a regular watcher of the show. If you know me and you know my tendencies, then you'll be able to answer these questions rather easily. If you don't know me and you're a new person, you might not be able to answer it as easily. So it's an incentive for you to watch the show, and that's sort of randomized and off the cuff. So nothing really planned there. So anyway, Hotep's been told you that shit was shady as hell. That whole situation. Let me close my email so you guys don't see any sensitive pieces of information. Okay, let's go into. Look at this. Not really important, but kind of interesting. Did you guys see this? MGM got hacked. MGM got hacked. And they took down ATMs, slot machines, dispensers, and restaurants. Some sort of cybersecurity issue. How wild is that? Somebody said, could you imagine you just won the jackpot or you won some significant amount of money and all of a sudden the machine goes down? I would be livid. I'd be kicking the slot machine screen. Not saying that you guys should do that, because you probably should not do that. But how wild is that? And they said multiple MGM locations have been affected. Shout out to the hackers. All right, let's get into, what time is it? 2:40? Damn, I kind of went too fast today. But that's okay. We have a lot to look at. Or I couldn't make a lot to look at. Let's go to Tulsi the Android Gabbard. Let's take a look here. I want y'all to notice something about this CFR agent Tulsi Gabbard. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm concerned about all that, and I'm concerned about the lack of understanding that people have about the implementation of things like a digital currency that is centralized, that's controlled by the government.
Right.
That scares the shit out of me.
Absolutely.
Because that's what and Maxine Waters, who has been promoting this, said that we need this to compete with China, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
It's like saying we need communism to compete with communism.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you want to compete with communists, you have to be a communist. Like what?
Yeah.
Like digital currency that's centralized by the state is terrifying because they'll connect it to a social credit score system.
Yeah.
If they connect it to a social credit score system, Tulsi Gabbard, I don't like what you said on the Joe Rogan Experience. We're going to go and eliminate your ability to fly.
Right.
You can't fly. You can't travel. You can't buy gas anymore.
Yep.
Watch how Tulsi responds.
What they do in China.
It's all within the realm of possibility. And you look at that and what is the recent thing of, I think Elizabeth Warren was pushing for credit card companies to start tracking people who buy ammunition and firearms and report that to the government.
Visa is going to change the way they categorize gun sales. So they'll put gun sales in a different realm of of regular sales, which is to let people know, like, hey, we're watching you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not just because, like, oh, well, I'm just curious. No. There's a regulatory follow-up action to that violation of privacy.
Seemed like she just changed subjects. Is it just me, or did it seem like she changed subjects? I wanted them to stick on the CBDC, and it seemed like she changed subjects. What is up with that? Tulsi is not fine. Why y'all keep saying that? I think the bar is just low for female politicians. I'm taking Boebert and AOC over Tulsi any day. Tulsi's an android, bro. She might be the first trans politician, or maybe not. Tulsi got a dick.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Tulsi the type to wear a strap on and peg your ass. Y'all better be careful. Yeah, it gets kind of wild on the Grift Report. We cover a lot of financial news and all of that. We get big brain, but I get wild too. You gonna laugh when you come to my show. I didn't put the disclaimer up on the screen already, so you should have been ready. You should have been ready. Don't be scared now.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It just seems suspicious that she didn't want to stay on the topic of CBDCs. I'm like, nah, stay on the topic of CBDCs. Anyway, let's go to Gary Gensler, the shyster.
And help protect Americans from the crypto abuses that cost consumers billions.
If they were to live up to the investor protection built into their current laws, it would help investors. But right now, unfortunately, there's significant non-compliance, and it's a field which is rife with fraud, abuse, and misconduct.
And help protect.
So, again, this is just a common thread. And I should probably bring it up on the screen. Let me go ahead and bring it up on the screen to show you how old this tactic is. And this comes back to the old Jeffersonian debate. No, this is the Currency Act of 1764, not that. Here we go. Let's go to the Patriot Report, Unmasking the Conspiracy of Money and War. I've probably showed this 100 times. It's going to be 101 times, just in case somebody missed it the first time. Here we go. Let's put this up on the screen. Let's put it here, because this is, oh, look at that. Look at that, because it's already preset. I had preset this to preset the book. All right, let's go here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Pause. So it says here, this is what Hamilton says. He says here, no society could succeed which did not unite the interest and credit of rich individuals with those of the state. So he's a communist, basically. All communities divide themselves into the few and the many, the first to the rich and well-born, the other the mass of people. The people are turbulent and changing. They seldom judge or determine right. So, as I wrote in this document, this is my book, The Patriot Report. You can get that at hotepjesus.com.
Hotep, you're a genius. Hotepjesus.com.
Available on Amazon and my website in digital format. It says Hamilton basically believed that people couldn't be trusted to manage their own money. Therefore, they deserve to serve a money master. I would argue that without the ability to fail, one may never learn the lessons which give them priceless experience. Eventually, Alexander Hamilton and his cronies won, and the Bank Bill of 1791 passed through the House easily with a vote of 39 to 20 and was signed into law February 25, 1971 with a charter of 20 years. The power of this privately controlled bank, including the power to issue and print the country's currency, determine the money supply, regulate depository institutions, aka banks, act as a lender to banks, collect tax revenue, and loan money to the government. Keep in mind, the seed capital amounted to $10 million. $8 million came from private investors. $2 million came from the government. Private investors were 4/5 of funding and 80% of the funding for this supposedly government-owned bank. So what do you think would happen if, well, let's just continue the sentence. It says, due to the massive printing of money and issuing of credit, inflation set in and wholesale prices rose 72% in 1796. So they had a 72% rise in prices following the central bank, right? Because of Alexander Hamilton's brilliant idea, right? Which obviously raised the cost of real estate. The ratio of specie to fiat was 2.57 to 1 or 0.39 by January, about 39%. By January 1811, to illustrate the illegitimacy of the currency. Thanks to Monroe and Jefferson, all debts from the Revolutionary War were paid off, and they were able to dissolve the relationship with this bank in 1811. So this is my book on central banking. I strongly urge you to go read this document. But again, Gary Gensler is following the words of Alexander Hamilton in 1791, in which he believes that people need to be protected because they seldom judge properly. So again, history repeats itself, and we're going to fall for it. No, people need to learn their mistakes. If you got rugged in a cryptocurrency scam, that's your lesson. Shouldn't have been betting like that. You can get fooled in a bunch of different ways fucking with this system. You know, you're dealing in a dollar, and the dollar just keeps decreasing in value. Nobody says anything about that. Regulation, regulation, regulation. More regulation, the worse the economy becomes. You just can't, you know, again, I told you the best economic policy is, in fact, no policy.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And very few people will be able to admit that. All right. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up on your screen. Right here. Hold on. All right, here we go. This is the Super DAP. Handles booking, travel booking, car rentals, all AI driven. Y'all know how much I love AI. Messaging, files, crypto wallet, chat. This is the Super DAP AI coming soon. Super DAP AI coming soon.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And guess what? Hotep Jesus has the inside scoop to make sure you guys get paid to use this and promote this. That link is in the description box below. All you have to do is join our Telegram group. I'll put the link in the chat for you. And then if you follow that link, it'll take you to our Telegram group. And then from there, we have over 100 people in this Telegram group. We're not sure what we're going to cap it at. But there you go. Anybody, once you land inside that group, go ahead and hit the pinned message. When you hit the pinned message, you'll have your instructions there, and you will get paid to use this thing. Anyway, again, I love just saving time with AI. It's just something I love to do. I need everybody to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Shout out to Syscoin. Hit the like button. I need everybody to take a moment. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. The like button gets us more viewers, brings more people in here. For Rumble, it puts us in the suggested feed on the homepage. So I need everyone to just put in a little bit of work for this wonderful presentation and hit the like button. Retro Neon said AOC is a socialist, though. The best Latina politicians come from Texas. Yeah, she's definitely. I don't even think AOC is a socialist. She follows socialist doctrine, but AOC doesn't know what she is. She has no idea. I barely think she knows she's a woman. So yeah, AOC definitely doesn't know what's going on. All right, let's go to our CBDC update of the day. First, I want to just make sure I'm not missing anything from today's broadcast. So wait, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So we covered that. 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 Yep. Okay, so we're good. So check out the CBDC update of the day. Let's go and pull this up on your screen right now. Give me a second. There it is. Bing bong. Right here. So it says, so first update out of India. It says India lays out a 5-point crypto legislation program. So basically, a lot of this stuff is standard, right? KYC, they're going to implement KYC. KYC is basically know your customer. Basically dox your customer, right? If you're a crypto exchange, you got to dox your people. We need ID and, 2 forms of ID, take pictures of it, blood sample, a lock of your child's hair, all this type of stuff, right? 2, proof of reserve audits for exchanges. So some exchanges like FTX had no liquidity and therefore couldn't make good on some of their payments to customers in case of a bank run. But 3 is the most alarming. It said, update the tax policy. 30% on gains. What? 30%? Bro. Now, for the real crypto heads, this isn't alarming. You know why? Because we're never going to cash our shit out into the CBDC. But they're going to try and make it. They're going to try and force this to the CBDC by getting rid of stable coins. They're going to get rid of stable coins. They're going to replace the stable coins and make all stable coins CBDCs or some shit like that. Something to that effect. But 30% is a lot. 30% of my gains. It's like almost incentivizing you to not play. So again, DeFi heads will find some way around this because we just won't cash out to the CBDC. We won't cash out to cash. We'll keep our shit in Bitcoin or something else. ETH, Syscoin, some other coinage. It says they're going to upgrade crypto platforms to the same status as banks. And they're going to issue new roles such as money laundering reporting officer. Of course, AML, anti-money laundering laws are always a thing in the crypto world. China is eyeing a $20 billion metaverse project powered by the CBDC. Digital wants you'll be transacting in the metaverse using the Chinese currency. The Bank of International Settlements has a project called Project Selah, and they're testing security, privacy, and accessibility with Israel and Hong Kong. Israel is looking to implement a CBDC on that story up here. And if you look at this right here, this is on, I believe, Reuters. Israel Central Bank says digital shekel launch and open question. So basically what they're saying here is we're not sure if we're going to launch it, but we're damn sure going to start working on the tech. That's pretty much what this article says. We're not going to launch it, but we are going to, take a look at the tech and we're going to develop it. So they haven't, let's read this paragraph right here from Abir. Abir is, I think, one of the managers of the central bank. Anyway, he says, I believe central banks should return to examine the possibility of remunerated CBDCs. Now, we've talked about this. This is basically CBDC handling the transactions, the retail transactions. And it says that is for the central bank to pay interest CBDC directly to the end users who hold it and enjoy the security provided by the central bank. This is a complicated topic with many implications, and we'll need to consider them as the project progresses. So basically, they're basically saying, hey, we might get rid of your commercial banks. And it says, Abir said a steep rise in interest rates in the past year demonstrated this need since commercial banks. This is the main. Hold on, let me make sure I highlight this in case I revisit this. This is the main. You guys should pay attention to this because we've talked about this a bunch of times, and a lot of evidence is beginning to support these claims that we've discussed on this channel, the Grift Report. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us over on Rumble at Hotep TV. It says, Abir said a steep rise in interest rates in the past year demonstrated this need since. So basically what he's saying is the Reserve Bank, the central bank, raised interest rates. So how did the commercial banks respond? Well, it said the commercial banks did not fully pass that rate to the balances of customers. So basically saying if the interest rates are high, the bank should be paying you based upon those interest rates because they're loaning out the money that you keep in their bank. So you should get a piece of the pie. You should get a piece of the pie. But it says their loans, the transmission, was full and immediate. So basically what they're saying is if you held money in the bank and interest rates went high, you did not receive any significant increase in your interest rate to help you make a little bit of money of your money sitting there in the bank. However, if you took out a loan, those rates were passed on. Right? Now you might say to yourself, oh, the banks are evil for this. Well, that's one way to look at it. I would look at it from a more intellectual standpoint and say, can the banks actually afford to pass that rate on to the people holding? Can they afford to? I don't know. Considering the fact that they are prone or susceptible to runs and they don't actually hold the money that is on the books, I don't know if they can pass that along. Especially when the Fed or the Reserve Bank or the central bank increases interest rates. So you see here, we spoken about this before, where people said, the interest rates were supposed to be so great in lowering inflation, yet you see here the banks aren't passing that benefit on to their customers and holding cash, and they're increasing the rates on their loans, which is making affording a car much more difficult and affording a house loan much more difficult. I heard the house loans are 7%. Back in the day when I was selling loans, 7% was like, you had like a 550, 600 credit score. Those were, what did we call those loans again? Damn, it's been so long. Usually if you had really good interest, if you had really good credit, you got the 4% interest rate, 4.75, 4.875, 5%, but 7%, that was not a good look. That was definitely not. What do they call those loans again? Damn. I haven't done this in over 20 years. Subprime. Thank you. Subprime. They called them subprime. Nobody in the chat told me that. Nobody in the chat guessed that. Yeah, subprime loans. Those were subprime loans. They called them subprime loans. 7% was a subprime loan back in the day. Now I hear it's like 10% for the auto loans. That's also like a subprime interest rate. Now, predatory is when you hit them with the ARM, the adjustable rate mortgage. That's real predatory. Raising the interest rate isn't exactly predatory. It's more like the ARM rate where it's adjustable, and I'm not going to explain that. Do you guys want me to explain it? All right, fine, I'll explain it. So basically, the way the adjustable rate mortgage goes is the adjustable rate mortgage basically says your rate is fixed. Let's say you got a 2-year ARM, right? So the 2-year ARM would basically say, we'll fix you at a low rate for 2 years. But after that, we don't know what the rate's going to be. It's going to be adjustable, and it could fluctuate maybe month to month, year to year, depending on the stipulations of your loan. So what happened was people were getting these ARMs, right? So they were lowering their monthly payment. Sometimes they were taking cash out of the equity of their home. So just for easy numbers, let's say the total nut on your house was $80,000. Pause. And the value of your home was $100,000, right? Then you took out an ARM, you took cash out, and you took out $20,000 in cash, right? So now you're basically at 100% LTV, loan to value, right? So you have $100,000 outstanding in loans, and you have $100,000 worth of house, right? Then the next year, or 2 years later, what happens is the price of your house actually didn't go up, it went down. So now it's at $80,000. You factor in interest. We're not going to do that. We'll keep it easy math. So the house is now worth $90,000, but you owe $100,000. That's called being underwater. So now you owe more than what your house is. Then we're going to factor in that ARM rate has expired, right? So now you're in an adjustable rate. Now here's the issue. What loan officers were telling people were refi in 2 years to get back into a fixed loan. Well, guess what? You can't refi when your house is worth $80,000 and you have outstanding loans of $100,000. You're over 100% LTV. Nobody's going to give you a loan. You're like way beyond subprime at that point. Meanwhile, at 80% LTV, you were somewhat prime depending on your credit score. Right? So now the ARM rate kicks in and your payments went from $2,000 a month to $3,000 a month. And you're like, wait, I cannot afford a $3,000 payment. You miss a few payments. Next thing you know, government comes in, they take your house, repossess, and that's how we get the housing crisis of 2008. That's how that happened. Yep. And, my bosses, they told me to sell those loans. They told me to sell those loans, and they told me to sell those loans with those exact stipulations. And I was a young kid, and I didn't know what I was doing, and that's what we did. Sorry. Just had to explain that to people. last piece here. No, let's go back here. Did I cover everything here? No, let me cover this, and then we'll come back to that article because we have a special presentation coming on Thursday. It says here, Nepal plans to launch a CBDC within 2 years, while crypto is currently banned in the region. That's going to go over real well. They tried the same thing in Nigeria, where they tried to ban crypto in Nigeria, and then they came out to CBDC, and everybody was scratching their head going, wait, I thought you said crypto was illegal. Why do you have crypto? So that's going to be interesting to roll out in Nepal. But more pressing news. I get to geek out this Thursday. A lot of y'all won't show up for this, but that's okay. But I think as long as there's no like crazy breaking news, you know, which I might not even cover just because of lack of interest, you know. But Thursday at 2 p.m., see, they lined this up with the Grift report. The House Financial Services Committee will conduct a hearing on CBDCs this Thursday at 2 p.m. called the Digital Dollar Dilemma, the implications of central bank digital currency and private sector alternatives. You know how many people are going to be watching this stream? Like next to zero. But you know who's going to be covering it?
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
You damn right I am.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So make sure y'all tune in for a very special episode of the Grift Report, where we sit here and we basically rag on boomers for not knowing what the fuck they're talking about in this financial services subcommittee hearing on CBDCs. I'm going to shred these fools apart. And we get to see what they're up to. We get to see how they're talking about the CBDCs. And this is the most important issue of our lifetime. This is the most important issue of our lifetime that nobody's going to discuss. Most of your right-wing influencers do not have the brain capacity to cover this type of stuff, nor do they even know it's happening, nor do they even care, because all they care about are clicks. They want clicks, clicks, clicks. CBDC doesn't get the clicks, so they won't cover it because they need the clicks. They get paid off the clicks. Not enough clicks and retweets. I don't give a fuck about clicks and retweets. We are covering this shit because
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know what I mean? Just is what it is. So if y'all want some of that big brain content, make sure y'all show up Thursday, 2 p.m. right here for the Grift Report as we discuss, or I should say, monitor our House congressional people. Representatives. We're going to go to the phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name. Will it be on Rumble or YouTube? It'll be on both. I'll stream both. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631, and I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Real quick, shout out to the Haram Life Podcast. Haram Life Podcast. Make sure y'all tune into the Haram Life Podcast. It's one of our sister networks. Appreciate y'all. Much love for spreading the Hotep message. You know what I'm saying? Where are our callers? Jack, call in. Who is this? Wholesome white woman. Please call in. Wholesome white woman and Jack, you can go ahead and call in now. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and geek out while we wait for these calls to come in. As soon as I find something to geek out about. Oh, hold on. I know what. The iPhone came out. Y'all going to get the new iPhone? Y'all gonna get the iPhone? Hold on, let me see. Let me drop a poll in here. Are you getting the new iPhone 15? I don't even know which one I got. Let me take a look here. Which one do I have?
Call from.
Yo.
Oh, good afternoon.
Wholesome white woman. What's up, girl?
I didn't know if I was gonna actually call in today because talking to other men is haram or whatever, and so.
There are exceptions to the rule. Hotep Jesus is the exception to the rule.
Well, I kind of figured. I was like, there's a difference between like talking to another human being and talking to, and these girls these days just don't understand the difference.
Facts.
Yeah. I will be here Thursday for the crypto segment because I am boomer level retarded when it comes to it, but I'm not anti-crypto. I just am ignorant of it. And most of the people who talk about it are annoying and or uninteresting. So everything I'm going to know about crypto will come from Hotep Jesus. So.
You know what the good news is? The good news, outside the fact that you're going to be listening to me, is the fact that everybody in that House hearing doesn't know shit about crypto either, and they'll be talking about it like they're experts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the funny part that I can't wait for. And that's just, I mean, I think that's like one thing that we're seeing actively, right? Like this is our window into history being made because the same dumbasses who didn't know anything are the same dumbasses that put us on the financial system we're on now. And they so boldly said it with their whole chest, like this is the way to do it. And it was wrong. You know? So,
big facts.
Yeah. I don't have much for today. I'm just like rolling joints and listening.
You about to smoke on some of that good?
I am.
I love it.
I'll probably load my chill now. The joints are for later.
I might indulge in some after this. I'm gonna
there you
do
go.
that.
You've earned it. You've had a busy few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I need it. I need it.
Well,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in on Thursday. I will see you then if I don't see you beforehand.
All right. Well, Hotep and Build.
Hotep and Build. Shout out to Wholesome White Woman checking in. Hotep Nero and Hotep Jack, go ahead and call in. French watchdog holds iPhone 12 sales over too high radiation. So I just went to go check and see what iPhone I got, and guess which one I got, chat. Guess which iPhone Hotep Jesus has in his hand right now. Ain't this about a bitch?
Call from
Hotep Jack.
Hotep Jack, what up, yo?
Not much, man. How you doing today?
Life is good, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Oh, not much, man. Just got today off. Supposed to do some tree trimming, but didn't pan out. Was working on vehicles and shit. Fucking just doing my thing, man. Yeah, I wanted to call in and let you know I got that video done for you. It took me a lot longer than expected, but
it's up.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. It's called Nuclear Trigger Warning this time.
Shit. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Jack Reeves.
All right, man.
Jack Reeves Legend. We about to play it right now, man. Stay tuned. Is this the one that says Nuclear Trigger Warning, Richmond, North of Richmond?
Yeah, Nuclear Trigger Warning, Richmond, North of Richmond.
Looks great.
AZ remix.
All right, we about to play it right now.
Cool, bro.
All right, bro. Talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Later. Ladies and gentlemen, the caller Jack Reeves, Richmond or the Richmond, Arizona remix.
Well, I've been seeing you all sucking the devil's dick, while I waste every day throwing my life away for bills I can't pay, so I can sit out here and drink my life away. Drive back to the bar to drink my troubles away. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for dumbasses like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and the nightmare wasn't true, but it is. Fuck it is. Living in the K-New world with a straight butthole. Lord, these gay dudes with hammers and their ugly asshole bitches all want total control. Wanna cut off their dicks, wanna sterilize you too, and they hope you don't notice, but I pray that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit. Taxes sent to Ukraine, 'cause the lizard people know the rich man. I wish politicians would stop butt fucking the minors, not just minors on Epstein Island. Lord, homeless overdose in the streets with a broken crack pipe, an obese volunteer for diabetes. God, if you're single, baby mama, and you got 6 kids, taxes ought not to pay for your ghetto ass wigs. Our veterans throwing themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is fucking shit in their mouth. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for dumbasses like me and all those people like you. Wish I could just wake up and this fucking nightmare wasn't true, but it is. But it is. Living in the K-New world with a straight man's butthole. Lord, these lizards north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna mind fuck your skull. Wanna cut off they dicks, wanna cut off yours too, and they hope you don't notice. God, I pray that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit and taxes sent to Ukraine. Lizard people know the Richmond, baby. I've been seeing you all sucking the devil's dick. Well, I waste every day throwing my world away through a bunch of bills that I can't pay. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Chat, let me see the guitars in the chat. 5 guitars if this is excellent work. 1 guitar if it's poor work. Let me see the guitars in the chat. Let me see the guitars in the chat. Jules said he got some fire emojis out there. What up, Jules? What up, Grandma? Let me see them. Let me see them. Chad said it's much better. 94% of the chat said they are not getting the iPhone 15. You know who has to get the iPhone 15? My dumb ass, because I got the 12, and obviously I'm being exposed to all types of radiation according to French officials. O2 Man got 3 guitars. We got 5 banjos, 5 guitars over on Rumble. Fresh Mike gave it 1 guitar. Come on, Mike. What? Tari gave it 5 guitars. Oh, Fresh Mike he revised his rating, gave it 3 guitars. Nah, man, this is a 5 guitar one. From My High Horse, 4 guitars. Pan Afro, 3 guitars. Carlos Africa says 3 guitars. Adri Drona, 5. Hotep Federales, 5. Lauren said guitars. Yeah, that's how I say guitars. Kobe, 5 guitars. Danny Dot, 3 guitars. K Green, 6 guitars. Corey, 5 guitars. Hey, stellar work, Jack Reeves, the legend. Stellar work. We're glad you went back and revised that. Did Hotep Nero call in? Hotep Nero, go ahead, call in. You the last caller of the day. Get out here early again today. I like getting out here early, and I get more time and do stuff that I need to do. You need to see the iPhone 12 article. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Pull it up. Hold on, where is it? I got too many screens. Once I open the phone lines, there's just too many screens on the screen. All right, here we go. French watchdog holds iPhone 12. Too much radiation. Says here, Apple must stop selling its iPhone 12 model in France due to the above threshold radiation levels. France's radiation watchdog, ANFR, notified Apple of its decision to ban iPhone 12 sales after it had carried out tests, which shows the smartphone's specific absorption rate was slightly higher than legally allowed. Damn.
Call from
Nero, what up, man?
What's cracking, cuz?
What's good? What's good? Talk to me, man. What's
going
happening?
on, man? Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it short, man. Fuck with you. Thank you for that motherfucking Telegram.
Oh, no doubt.
Crypto about to be lit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm done when it comes to crypto, so I'm figuring that shit out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I keep missing shit, man. I'm not about to, I miss Dogecoin. I miss all that stuff. And I have the information to do it. But now that I know, since I missed, nigga, now I know how to get good information, so I'm on it now. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you know, like you like crypto, what the fuck is this? I don't fucking know. That shit complicated. I'm gonna just stick with these dollar bills, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for that. Goddamn. But what the fuck? See, you be having me on these tangents. I'll be
Well, while you think about what you was gonna say, let me just chime in right there.
Go ahead.
Again, we have to remember that the class war is not between left and right. It's not between the haves and the have-nots. It's between the people with the brain and the people with not. Now, obviously, this varies based upon what sector you're in. But, the people who practice more intellectual matters are going to have an advantage over those who don't. So crypto is very daunting because it takes a lot of learning. But people who run from learning tend to miss the gold rush, right? Like once upon a time, America had a gold rush and you just miss out or you get to the party late, right? And this is the problem of being an intellectual laggard. So we never want to be an intellectual laggard, which is why I'm one of the first people to use AI and I study AI consistently. We started our AI company years ago. So, at least, I don't know, 5 years ago, we had our AI company or something like that. I forget what it was. But yeah. So you want to be at the forefront of these things and learn. And if you're here now, the good news, you're still not late. Like you're still an early adopter. I mean, you're late compared to crypto heads, but compared to everybody else, I think there's like less than 1% exposure of crypto to Americans. Like most Americans know about it, heard about it, but do they have real exposure? I think it's like less than 1%.
What's worse is I had the exposure to it, but I was so busy, distracted like everybody else is with life.
I can see that. My issue was I didn't have enough money.
That too, man.
I ain't had no money to buy crypto.
I was in the military. I was on deployment, getting shit on. Literally, I was a whole maintenance technician in my deal, Navy plumbing. Nigga. I was pissing shit every fucking day, all goddamn day. That's a different type of crazy. I'd rather go shoot something, man.
Yeah, facts.
Like, there you go, son. But shit, don't let it fool you, man. I'm like you, brother, man. We Libras turn up. Our birthday's coming up. You know what I mean?
Salute to the Libras.
I'm October 20th, though.
Okay. I'm the first. I get things kicked off. I'm the first.
Oh God, so ladies, I'm on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio gang.
Come on, man! In my ear, bro. Pause.
Man, hey, get your ear away, man. It's for the ladies. You not here right now. You don't exist, Hotep Jesus. You in the phone. You pixels, nigga. You not even a real. I don't know if you a real person. So don't let.
AI Jesus.
Don't let. Ladies, but I'm like, like I went to private school, man. I could see it was a class war since a kid, man.
Yeah.
Like being poor at like rich white people's school, man, it's different, bro. Cause especially for a black dude, cause you grow up with all these images of perfect white families and all that shit, and then you get there and you like, y'all niggas is fucked up. smoking crack and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying? Like, most motherfuckers in private school either come out, go to college, and become a fucking robot. They're a crackhead, or, you know what I'm saying? They do what real niggas do and be a real nigga, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Appreciate the crypto and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be around, man.
Salute.
Hotep and Bill, my G.
Hotep
Yes, sir.
and Bill.
Salute. Peace.
Appreciate that. See how low when they just make it quick and short, man. Respectful of people's time. Like that, man. Jules, go ahead, call in, man. Go ahead, Jules. Jules, hit the line. We're going to let Jules get in here. Pause. 10-1 Libra Gang. Shout out to Essence of All Set. You 10-1 too? Are you 10-1 as well? Is that what you're saying? Are you October 1st as well? Where do you find that song? You go to Jack Reeves the Legend. Jack Reeves the Legend. He sounds like he's Tanai's long lost cousin. Yeah, he got to go to Hotep court for that shit. That was a huge violation. All in my ear, slurped in my ear. Come on, man. Can't be doing that on the Grift report. Jules, what up, baby?
What's good, Hotep?
Yo, Hotep to the fam. How you feeling, bro?
Man, we feeling great, man.
What's up?
Had a good weekend with my daughter. Well, a good week.
Okay.
Just took her back to D.C. yesterday. Cooked a little bit for the grandma. Sitting back listening to the podcast today and just saying, man, you inspiring people to make hit songs.
Yes. Yes. Got to. Well, that's what we do. We do inspiration over here. We do information and inspiration.
That's it, bro. Because, I mean, yesterday I caught the end of the show.
Okay.
Then I went back and watched King Richard last night.
Okay.
And, you know, we talk about, like, being a dad, like how important it really is to society, like really being pro-black is being a pro-dad. And when you watch that movie and you look back at, that's one of Will Smith's best pieces that we really don't even get to talk about, because what happened? He slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And that it kind of just went under the rug as what he was being honored for.
Yeah.
Versus it just took his whole character and we just been dragging it through the mud in a sense, and we forgot that action that he put out there for us to grab for as a pro-black father to aspire to be like. So when you was talking yesterday, man, giving that game out, it just inspired me to, you know, is to dig deeper, because we need folks like you bringing back masculinity, man. And this is it's being sabotaged. So man, salute. I just want to give more thanks and praise to your platform, because, again, you're inspiring those folks around the world to come together in this little time slot that you allocate. And I thank you for it, bro. I constantly thank you for it.
Appreciate you. I appreciate
man.
you for the recharge. Hey, man, just doing my due diligence, doing what I got to do. You know, life's about just showing up every day, and that's what I try to do, just show up.
Yeah, man.
And then when I show up, put my best.
Hey, yo, man, you helping me add different lines of consistency to my already journey, man. So I man, the divine, I pray for it, your prosperity, and just to know, man, you got folks behind you, man, rooting for you, man. So keep going, Rocky.
All right, salute. I appreciate you, bro.
Man. You already know. Get back to your busy grind, man. Hotep and Bill, man. One love, bro.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Shout out to Jules, recharging my energy. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, that's one thing I always tell entrepreneurs. Every once in a while, I coach entrepreneurs, because everybody knows here I'm a businessman first and foremost before I am a news broadcaster. And you know, I've had consulting agencies in the past, or consulting businesses. And I always tell people, man, entrepreneurs, it's just a consistent grind. Yeah, I think the issue is a lot of people start projects, they don't see immediate results, and they get discouraged and they just give up. And, you know, it just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You got to sit here and grind through the days, and you got to take the good days like they're bad and the bad days like they're good. You know, that's really the trick to this all. Take the good days like they're bad and the bad days like they're good, and you'll have a prosperous life. Oh, my package got here. I ordered a cheap-ass wallet from China, probably. I don't know where it came from. But I ordered a new wallet because the current wallet I have, it has seen its days. Look at this wallet, right? So the wallet has like this little band, and this band is supposed to hold your money together, but you can see it's like a limp dick. Pause. So it says wallet has run its course. So Amazon has delivered my little cheap wallet I got from Amazon because I'm a cheap ass. And so I'm gonna go outside and grab that, smoke a little spliff, then do some homeschooling with the kids. Usually that keeps me from cussing them out. Thank God. Late fall star prices. So yeah, man. Hold on, real quick. Let's make sure we leave y'all with this. Cannot forget. Excuse me. Master Focus. Hey, the discount is still lit. This is our 360-degree approach to brain health. This formula includes memory amplifiers, brain builders, energy boosters, mood enhancers, and of course, it creates better gut health. Where gut happens to be your second brain, aka the enteric nervous system, operates autonomously from the regular brain. So we have a 360-degree approach to brain health. And one user said that it made him feel like his brain was on AI. So you guys want that extreme focus, you want to get on your grussel, that's that grind. That's that grift plus hustle. If you want to get on your grussel, that's grift plus hustle. Master Focus is it. That QR code you see on your screen will apply the discount automatically at checkout. There's also a link in the description box that will apply the discount at checkout. It's basically 50% off total. Or you can just use the coupon code Grift Report and apply that. If you guys want to be a productive individual, I mean, you ain't got much time. And I said this before, and I said that, like people talk about like my grind. My grind right now is to beat communism. Like, we already are in the midst of communism as it is now, but like communist designed to shrink the middle class, and the middle class is shrinking. So that line is, I mean, it's going to be a point where you're either going to be upper echelon or you're going to be on government assistance. And the only thing that's going to do that is by you getting on your grizzly right now, start creating a bunch of revenue streams before revenue streams are illegal, and getting your assets and finding your plot of land and being good before communism's incursion. And we suggest Master Focus is one of those means to help you do that, because it is a biohacking supplement that's all natural and all herbal, mushrooms, seeds, flowers, and leaves to help you have optimal brain health and promote neurogenesis. So you can go do that at Master Focus. Try masterfocus.com. Hey, man, I'm going to see y'all later, man. Hotep and Bill. And I'll get the audio version up on Spotify in just a moment. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for the Grift Report at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.